Why Chicago Fire Season 13 could be a turning point for the One Chicago universe. Continued. Chicago Fire's 13th season not only reinvigorated the flagship series, but also set the stage for a bold new direction in the One Chicago universe. With its return to long-form storytelling, deeper character exploration, and the revival of high-stakes crossovers, Chicago Fire Season 13 didn't just deliver compelling television, it laid the foundation for the franchise's future. The season's narrative risks, emotional depth, and renewed focus on interconnected storytelling have positioned Chicago Fire as the driving force behind One Chicago's next era. The return of the crossover signals a unified franchise future. The three-part In the Trenches crossover was more than just a thrilling event. It was a statement of intent. After years of scaled-back crossovers due to production challenges and scheduling constraints, Chicago Fire Season 13 proved that the franchise could still deliver the kind of ambitious, multi-show storytelling that originally defined One Chicago. The gas explosion storyline wasn't just an excuse to bring characters together. It was a meticulously crafted disaster that demanded the full range of skills from firefighters, doctors, and police officers. This crossover also reintroduced a key element that had been missing: urgency. Unlike some past crossovers that felt episodic, In the Trenches had a relentless pace, with each installment seamlessly flowing into the next. The stakes were personal. Firehouse 51's crew was in immediate danger, Med's doctors were pushed to their limits, and PD's intelligence unit had to navigate both the crisis and their own fractured relationships. The crossover didn't just remind audiences why these shows work so well together, it showed how they can evolve. Moving forward, this could mean more frequent and even larger-scale crossovers, with Chicago Fire Season 13 proving that audiences still crave these events. NBC may invest more in coordinated storytelling. Future crossovers could explore city-wide emergencies, serialized villain arcs, or even bring back past characters, like Jess Spencer's Casey or John Seda's Antonio Dawson, for special appearances. The success of In the Trenches has opened the door for One Chicago to embrace its full potential as a unified universe. New leadership, new dynamics. A changing Firehouse 51. One of the most significant shifts in Chicago Fire Season 13 was the departure of Chief Wallace Bowden, a foundational figure who had been the moral center of Firehouse 51 since the show's inception. His exit left a void, not just in leadership, but in the show's emotional core. Enter Chief Dom Pascal, a no-nonsense leader whose strict methods initially clashed with the tight-knit culture of 51. Pascal's arc was one of the season's strongest, as he evolved from an outsider to a respected leader. His personal tragedy, losing his wife, and being wrongly implicated in her killer's death, added layers to his character, making him more than just a hard-nosed replacement. His dynamic with Severide, in particular, was a highlight. Their initial friction gave way to mutual respect, especially after Severide helped clear Pascal's name. This relationship could define future seasons, especially if Severide steps into a more prominent leadership role himself. Pascal's leadership style also sets up intriguing possibilities for Firehouse 51. Unlike Bowden, who ruled with warmth and fatherly authority, Pascal is more pragmatic and by the book. This could lead to new conflicts, especially with rebellious personalities like Herman or Mouch, but it also ensures that the show doesn't simply replicate past dynamics. Change is necessary for longevity, and Chicago Fire Season 13 embraced that by making Firehouse 51 feel fresh again. Stronger relationships and future storylines. Beyond the leadership shakeup, Chicago Fire Season 13 deepened existing relationships while planting seeds for future arcs. Stella Kidd's growth as a lieutenant has been one of the show's most rewarding character journeys, and this season saw her fully coming into her own. Her near-death experience in the crossover, alongside PD's Adam Ruzek, created a compelling bond between the two, one that could resurface in future crossovers. The season also teased a potential romance between Violet and Chicago Med's Dr. Frost, a crossover pairing that could add a new layer to the franchise's interconnected storytelling. If pursued, this relationship could mirror the early days of Brettsey, Brett and Casey, giving fans a new ship to root for while further tying the shows together. Additionally, the unresolved tension between Severide and Voight remains a tantalizing thread.